Hey guys, so I had to redo my Steel Soul run that I lost. It's almost identical. I have one mass shard out of the, I think, two I could have at this point. I have the exact same tools. Um, I have the same number of lockets, I think, memory lockets. Maybe I got one extra, but you really only need three. You got extra yellow, extra red, extra blue, and you're your crest is finished. I don't pick up the other crests, not on these speed runs, because I don't care. I have the same upgrades here. I have one capacity, 2 damage, and then this tool counts as 2 more capacity. So it's really 2 damage and three capacity. I am going to. I have enough because I saved better this time. I have 204. I have enough to get the fractured mask, I think, but I'm going to do the same fight as I lost last time, because otherwise I am a coward. So I'm not going to get one shot by these guys this time. There we go. Should be able to get it now. There we go. Easy. Just dodged around a little bit better. And look how many of these we get. Uh, 395. Nice. So that's why I came up here before. I can't believe I died there. That has never happened. I think this one, yeah, this is the one where you get the fractured mask, and that's the last thing that I'm going to do before I fight the last judge. The last judge is not a hard fight, just something that you need to get used to. This guy is modeled Scar, and he doesn't speak English, and he has 2 things for sale. He has the curved claw, and then he has the fractured mask. So the fractured mask, best tool in the game by far. This is how you cheese Steel Soul. After I equip the fractured mask, there's not really any reason, except for one that I'll mention, that you should lose in Steel Soul. So how fractured mask works is it acts as an extra health. I'll show you right here. This is a tough decision for me. I like Weave Light a lot. But the warding bell can save you, so I think I'm going to replace Weave Light with the fractured mask. So as you can see now, there's a little skull on the top left. I can take all 6 damage, and when I take that 6th damage, like I'll take 5, and then it's just the mask left. That mask will actually break. It'll take a damage, it'll break for you, and then you have you'll still have 1 more health. So I effectively have 7 health here. The thing is, and I'll show you kind of real quick, if I start getting stuck in something, say I'm like fighting this guy and he really is messing me up a lot, and he gets me down, and eventually he breaks my mask, or even like right now, so he broke my mask, I'm leaving, I'm out of here. I can quit the main menu, right? Save and quit, and then load it back up, and when you load it back up, I will be at this resting spot again. So in that way, if you know that you're gonna die, or even if your mask gets broken and you immediately pause, you'll be able to quit and save yourself. So that is the the number one way to cheese a little bit. The I guess technically you never die, but anyway. So I'm gonna go fight the last judge now. I went down to where Chakra was on the right. I opened this door. I don't care about those guys. Oops. This is where you get your swift step for the first time. This is, I think, the second flea is up there. This is a bench that we never got. Is it? Who cares? Get all these, I never did before. You guys should get these, I never did before. So I don't care. Alright, so there's actually a mask shard up here. And it's really easy to get. But there's not two more that you can get really anytime soon. I do have my needle upgrade. So if you see in here, it's called Sharpened Needle. So I have that upgrade. And then I also have the little white bar to the left of my... So now it's gone. You see there's a little tick now. The gray bar now on the left of my circle. That's halfway full, so 3 more hits, and I'll get that 30% damage buff. I am not going to fight the Terrible Tyrant. He is terrible, and I hate him, so I'm not going to fight him. But yeah, if I do one hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, now you see it kind of large. It got a little bit larger to the left of my circle, on the very top left. Now I have 30% damage until I get hit again. And that's the upgrade of the Hunter Crest, which is the only one that I use. I'm interested a little bit by the Mage Crest, but I don't actually ever use them. Terrible Tyrant is just rosaries, and it's very hard. And nothing interesting. I'll buy a craft metal. Why not? Alright, so now we're going to go fight the last judge. So this will be really quick. I'm going up to as far as I can, which should be not at Blasted Steps yet. Should be Shellwood. There it is. Alright. Rest here real quick. I have a lot of damage that I can output with my tools right now. So if you get, in trouble. So we dropped down here a couple times before. Now we're just going straight left. This is Blasted Steps. There is no boss. Actually, there is. I think there is a boss in Blasted Steps, but I don't fight him. Not for this run. Blasted Steps is just platforming. Here you could do the bench if you want. So you just have to go straight left. I avoid the enemies here. They block most of your hits. They're very obnoxious, so I just avoid them. They'll give you some rosaries and stuff if you beat them, but I just avoid them. You have to do this the first time to get up high. Playing very bad right now. It's okay. And I got all the shawls that I need. Jump over here. Jump over here. These guys get woken up. They're just 2 hits because I upgraded my needle. The wind will blow you when you're floating, so be a little bit aware of that. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to hit this button. What this does is you can do a little bit of a faster run up the next time, but there's not really going to be a next time for me, I think. There's also one more thing down here. I think it's a memory locket. And there it is. Memory lockets are still useful even after you max your crest out, because Ava gives you some upgrades. I need to farm some silk, actually. Uh-oh. I would like some silk. Just do one more. I don't want them to break my mask. Now I can bind. It would be nice if I had my other tool, but I don't, because I kept the warding bell. So I could probably do this with the amount of health that I have. So Chakra's over here. This is her place in this area. You don't need to talk to her. She just says, I went really far, and there's all the maps for sale. There's the quill and the compass and all the markers that I don't care about because I'm not using the maps, because I know where I'm going. We're gonna bounce off this. So you only have to go through this room once. Oh, he fell. That's nice. You only have to go through this room once. This is like to get the shortcut. Alright, got some silk. Heal again. Alright, so this is a Steel Soul exclusive thing down here. It's kind of interesting. Break this wall. So this is a little mission that the Lost Vassal or Steel Seeker Z will give you. It's called the Lost Vassal. You have to find 3 different places. They could be anywhere on the map. I think there's 6 possibilities of where they're going to be. A Vassal Lost. It's this is, to my knowledge, the only Steel Soul exclusive mission. I have to be in Steel Soul to do this. So I got it now, and it says investigate the resting sites marked by, on the map. So you'd have to actually buy the maps to understand where they are. The one all the way to the right is probably in Farfields. I can't even really move around. I can't even really move around because I don't know the maps. So if I care at the end of the game, I can buy all the maps and do that. The reward for it is a unique boss fight, which is a little disappointing. The boss fight, it's kind of meh. Like I think most of the other bosses in the game are designed better. I'm just avoiding these guys. Alright, so now the reason why you don't have to do that ever again is this lever right here. We'll drop these things down. And so... Oh! That was not what I wanted to do. So there is a boss here. There is a boss here. Right, so this is where I was, right? So this is how you would go up if you don't want to go through the... if you don't want to go through this little section again. So you would go this way, jump up. You go over, and then you're up. And this is where we just came from. So now you can go up, bounce off this. There is a boss fight that you can do over there. It's not particularly hard. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not particularly hard, but I think it's the volatile flint beetle. Or just flint beetle, or conch shells. I guess the 2 conch shells. So I would activate this one. This is your last bench before you go to the last judge, and then I'd activate this one. And this is the fast travel in this area. So this is going to fill my health up, obviously. So you can, if you want, for the last judge, like instead of running the warding bell, you could run the, I don't have it, but the magma bell, because a lot of his moves are fire based, and so that would help. It would make all the fire moves that he does 1 damage instead of 2. You're gonna have to do this section every time you fight him. In my case, I'm on Steel Soul, so if I die, it's over. But this is how you do this little section here. Bounce, dash, big jump, float. Then actually we're going to go down here. I think there's another, what is it, craft metal? There's something down here. Float, jump, yeah, craft metal. The boss that we skipped, you can fight him if you want. That lets you have your charge attack. I think it's called... forget something. Needle Strike. Needle Strike is you can't go up there. It's actually locked, but it's from the Sands of Karak area, which is the next area. So the Needle Strike lets you hold down X and charge an attack, and then when you let it go, he goes 2 swings. Big whoosh, right? This is the last judge. Should be an easy fight, but I did die to him the last time I fought him. Right here, you just need 6 or 5 bells rung. If you rang all the bells that I did, don't miss the one in Greymore. I miss that one sometimes. Then this will be available to play your needle in for. So last judge, every fight or every ability that he does double damage. His jump is very easy to just go under. He gets a second move set when he hits his second form. That one's a little bit annoying because it's fast. You can just jump over this on the way back. The fire is going to come out of that thing. So now you can see there's an extra extra move that happens. And then he gets that extra move where he kind of jumps above you. So I can just spam him with tools at this point. Be aware of these fireballs that come out when he does his spin attack. That blows up now because he turned on fire, and then now the ground gets on fire. You can hit him a couple times. So I'm just have to dodge these as they come up. And spam tools at him. And spam the straight pin. So now he's doing this one move. He only does it once all fight. Just dodge these as they light up. Remember to dodge the fire on the ground. Dodge him as he dashes. Yeah, this fight's going a lot better than the last time I did it. Ouch. Just dodge these. Dodge over him. There you go. Easy. Last judge fight all done. Now, get away from him. Get away from him when he dies. He blows up a lot, and that could kill you, so get away from him. And if you noticed, I used almost every single tool. I think I have one total tool left. Boom. I used all but one tool, and that basically just took him out of his second phase. So that's the final judge, or last judge, totally done. And Act 2 is right here. You can play the game yourself to see the cutscenes. Act 2. I would say Act 2 is easier to, at least in Silksong. You end up having more health. I mean, I have 6 health starting out in Act 2. And I have the Fractured Mask, and I have a needle upgrade. I feel like it's just easier. You can get the map if you want. This is just for the gate, the Grand Gate. I maybe shouldn't have done that. I wouldn't go left. I would go, or I wouldn't go right. I would stay with just going up these things. It's just like a little puzzle. Jump to the other one, jump to the other one. You're going up left first, then you're going to jump float and hit this. Boop. And then come up again. You're going to go up. You're going to go up. You're going to hit that. You're going to go up. 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 So pretty sure there's a, there's something up here. Yeah, spool fragment. And then you're just going to go to the right. And right here, which looks like there's nothing, you just break this thing. 2, 3. Then you just walk through that. So don't get hit by this. When you have double jump, you can go up that way. But for now, you got to go this way. Break this. So nothing over here. At the beginning, there's not really any enemies. I would go up first. Up left first, because there's a shortcut that you're going to open. Here's the shortcut, and then there's a bench over here that you could have just ran to the right. I don't know why they put that there. And here's a free bench. So I'm lacking on shell shards right now. So I'm in a pretty good spot. I have my magnetite brooch still going. Shell satchel is great. Warding bell is good. Fracture mask is amazing. And then these are my favorite, basically my favorite tools. Although at some point I do like the cog flies, and I do like the cogtooth wheel or something, the little saws. You need those for a fight in the future. So I think I'm going to stop recording now. This is just the very beginning of Act 2. We are in the Citadel, all the way bottom left of the Citadel, and we'll make our way to the top right of the Citadel, which is where the Songclave is, and there's a bunch of NPCs there that'll sell you stuff. And when you're ready, you fight Cogwork Dancers. They're very easy. And then when you're ready after that, you have to get the Trifold Song, which is just platforming to get straight up for the one. It's mostly platforming, and then a really hard arena battle for the other. And then the third is you got to go through the vaults and kill Trobio, which is kind of an obnoxious fight. But yeah, okay.